All right, Big Bang. Today is Thursday. It is July 9th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Before we get going, I want to talk about Cold Stone Creamery this summer. Get ready for the ultimate dessert collab. We got Cold Stone Creamery. They're introducing the cookies and peanut butter ice cream made with Oreo and Reese's. Yeah, it's as good as it sounds. Cold Stone is also mixing things up with a brand new creation featuring this limited time flavor mixed with Reese's peanut butter cups and Oreo Reese's cookies. And if you're more of a sip your ice cream kind of person, they've got you covered there too. You can try the new cookies and peanut butter ice cream made with Oreo and Reese's as a shake. And for July, in honor of National Ice Cream Month, everything is better in taco form. The new cookies and peanut butter ice cream taco is here. Imagine the same incredible ice cream wrapped in a waffle taco, dipped in chocolate and coated with Oreo cookies and Reese's peanut butter sauce. National Ice Cream Day is too good to celebrate for just one day, so Cold Stone is turning it into a week-long celebration with a series of delicious giveaways on the @Cold_Stone Instagram. Go check them out at Cold Stone. Throughout the week, fans will have multiple chances to win Cold Stone gift cards with prize values increasing all week long. Cold Stone Creamery cookies and peanut butter ice cream made with Oreo and Reese's is available for a limited time. Try it in a creation or shake for the ultimate ice cream experience. Order now for pickup or delivery from our app or online at coldstonecreamery.com. Also, guys, big movie coming out this summer. One Celebrity Hall Pass sparks an epic Hollywood adventure. From director David Wayne comes GAIL DAUGHTRY and the Celebrity Sex Pass, starring Zoe Deutch and John Slattery and John Hamm. Okay, after her fiance cashes in his Celebrity Hall Pass, GAIL DAUGHTRY leaves her small town in Kansas behind and heads to LA, determined to even the score with her own Celebrity Hall Pass, John Hamm. What starts as a simple mission quickly spirals into total chaos. Teaming up with her best friend Otto, a talent agency assistant, a paparazzo, and even John Slattery himself, GAIL dives headfirst into the absurd world of celebrity Hollywood culture. Along the way, they cross paths with movie stars, dodge bodyguards, outrun Italian assassins, and chase every lead that might bring them one step closer to the elusive Hamm. Packed with outrageous characters, unexpected twists, and nonstop laughs, GAIL DAUGHTRY and the Celebrity Sex Pass is the comedy adventure of the summer. GAIL DAUGHTRY and the Celebrity Sex Pass in theaters July 10th from Sony Pictures Classics. Go check it out. All right, so here we are. I got White Sox Dave in studio. I got Captain Cons on the screen over there. Let me lay out the playing field, Dave. Did you know this was going on? I mean, Cons alluded to a little bit of it in the Build a Bar draft. Mm-hmm. So, for Lent, for 40 days, you know Lent.
I'm aware of what it is, yes.
Okay.
Do you know Lent?
Yeah, what's a Catholic school?
Yeah, what is
Can't
Lent?
eat meat on Fridays.
That's what Lent is?
Yeah, Ash Wednesday, ends on Easter.
Okay.
Holy Saturday.
What is it?
Good Friday. It's a Lenten promise.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do a podcast on that later.
All right, so listen. For Lent, Cons gave up.
I saw the tweet originally.
Going at you, yes.
Like everything Captain Cons adjacent, I just see it and brush it to the side and forget about it 3 seconds later.
So during those 40 days, he kept a list of grievances he had with you, of things that you've done. He has a list of 25 things, right, Connor?
Yes.
Okay. Did I miss anything in that introduction?
No, you didn't. I have just a few things to say off the top, though. Number one, shout out to Cold Stone. I am so excited to try that taco because my favorite thing to get from the ice cream man growing up was the Choco Taco, and that got discontinued. So the fact that Cold Stone came in.
I feel like they brought it back. Can we confirm that?
I think
no,
it was,
I don't think so.
It was
like a limited time, or
I don't know. It was like
maybe.
Up and down.
But I don't think it exists anymore. So I'm really excited to try this from Cold Stone. So I think that's phenomenal.
We can start off the bat right there with an agreement. My older sister's first job was at Cold Stone, so I have a long storied history with Cold Stone. I love that place. And again, more agreement. The Choco Taco is also my favorite ice cream man's treat growing up, and I'm glad that Cold Stone's bringing it back.
Love it. Hot start.
Number two, Dave, the hat you're wearing the Travis Manion Foundation. It's their 250th celebration merch. I haven't even gotten that shipment yet in my mail, and Ryan Manion, the CEO, is my co-host on Bold American. How is it that you always have so much Travis Manion Foundation merch?
Ryan, she was gracious enough to send me a box like originally when we did the podcast months and probably over a year ago at this point. And since then, I've donated a handful of times myself, and I've gotten a handful of thank yous back. So maybe you should donate to your own co-host charity, Cons.
Number one, I do. That's number one. And number two, I put that organization out on a platform and do my part, and I participate in events. So don't worry, I'm doing my part, David, and not just for the sake of merch, because it's the right thing to do.
I didn't know I was getting the merch.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay.
And then, sorry, and before we get into my list, I have to apologize to the listeners, I think to Barstool at large, because I think, Eddie, the rise of obnoxiousness that we've seen in Dave in the last year, 2 years, is due in part to the hair transplant that he constantly covers underneath a hat on a daily basis, which is beyond me. And then also me losing in that race, which was ridiculous. And I will once again admit, I completely underestimated my opponent in Dave. I drank until the wee hours of the morning the night before. I came out unprepared. He had been running and training. But because he beat me, because there was definitely a part of him that didn't think he was going to beat me, despite what he's about to say right now. But because I lost that race, it's almost like he's been Popeye eating on the spinach, and he's gotten stronger, and his attitude towards the world has gotten more annoying. So I apologize to everyone that I didn't do my part in that race.
Okay. You look like you take exception with that comment.
Well, I take exception to a couple of parts of it. The first one being we have it on tape, if I recall correctly, that Connor says he was not drinking the night before.
I know that was a lie because I thought it would be a bad luck. That was a complete lie.
All right, he lied. Okay, what? Then after the race, if I recall correctly, again, he said he pulled his hamstring. And leading up to the race, there was multiple times when I was trying to race him. We even had flights booked to go to New York City, and he made up bullshit excuses that we all know.
That was not a bullshit excuse. My daughter went to the hospital. You inconsiderate mutant. My daughter was in the hospital. You don't have children. You don't get it, Dave.
I don't
Stop.
think that's how
that's
it went.
That's a ridiculous comment.
I don't think that's how it went. We can go back and look. I don't remember the word hospital used. But
well, that's because I wasn't going to share my family's personal information with you.
I said
I had a family emergency.
No, you didn't. You said you made up some bullshit excuse.
No, he did say that.
Thank you, Ed.
We can go back and look. I am fairly certain my phone deletes texts after a year, but we can go back and look and figure it out. And since then, I don't know what you're talking about. My attitude. I haven't spoken to you
Dave,
really
do you not have
outside.
Added confidence? Do you not have added confidence ever since you got your hair done?
Kinda, sorta. I wouldn't say I've changed drastically. I do like having hair as opposed to not having hair. Yes, that I think innately in anybody who is experiencing male pattern baldness, I think that is just a natural, like, emotional state to be in, having a little more confidence after getting that transplant. So yeah, sure, I guess you could say so.
Update. November 10th, 2024. Am I allowed to read this whole text? You don't get specific.
Please.
Okay.
Please.
Hey, just a heads up. Currently in the ER and heading to the ICU with my daughter. She is okay, but we might be here a couple days, so I don't know what the week is going to look like for me.
Wow. Dave, this would be the part where normal humans would say, I'm sorry.
But we already have you.
Of course, you're not a normal human. Forget it.
No, hold on. You're cutting me off. We already have you established that you lie and have lied specifically about that race. So why, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm not saying I would be surprised if it didn't happen, okay?
Okay.
Dave wants to see the hospital bracelet.
Is that fair?
Yeah, hold on.
Considering he lied about being hungover, he lied about pulling his hamstring.
I think
what was the date on that? Eddie, what was the date on that text?
November 10th, 2024. I think it's fair for Dave to call you a liar.
Thank you.
I think it's fair for Dave to call you a liar, but I also think it's like, I think you can think a little higher of Cons to think he would lie about his daughter being in the hospital. I don't think he would do that.
Okay. Here, Eddie.
I would hope not. I would hope
I am
not.
sending you, Eddie, please don't share, but I'm sending you a screenshot of a picture to include a timestamp. So for me to have fabricated this in the time that we were talking would be absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay.
But here you go, Ed. And Ed, you can describe the picture to the listeners and to the viewers.
I love that we're 10 minutes in. We haven't got to one of 20.
Please read the timestamp and then describe the picture.
It is November 11th, 2024. It appears a young child is in a hospital bed.
I apologize.
All right, thanks.
Your daughter was clearly sick. You had a much more important matter to address, but I will not apologize for being suspicious of that.
Fair.
Okay.
I'll allow it. All right, let's get to the list.
Okay, perfect.
Let us begin, shall we?
Unless if you have anything else to say before that.
No.
I don't get the attitude thing though.
I would say, listen. Here's what I'll say. I think, listen. Of course, things have happened. I would say there is a few things that have happened that have made you so-called like get your mojo back. And I would say the race is one of them.
Sure.
The White Sox being good.
Totally.
The race, new hair probably. So I think that's normal. And I don't think you didn't shy away from that. So, yeah, I guess mojo, obnoxious,
because with the race,
like
Ed,
that.
Ed, if I had won the race, everyone would have said like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. He was supposed to win that race. But because people are in my mentions still now, a year plus later, it still gets brought up. And rightfully so. I lost.
It's not even that you lost. It's how you carried yourself prior to the loss, how you actually performed, and then the excuses that were brought up after.
It was piss poor. It was probably, in my 41 years, my worst performance on an athletic field in my entire life. You caught me on my absolute worst day. Congrats.
But even on your, I won't say best day, but even if you had been being just normal in shape, not army in shape, normal in shape, it would have been neck and neck at best.
Yeah, absolutely, because you've been running and training and
for fucking years now, and I told you that.
I know, and I underestimated
And just for the record, I have started lifting. Give me another year with that.
Yeah. We hit the squat
Not
rack?
lifting. I haven't touched an actual weight. I'm doing a shit ton of body weight and armband and
that's where I'm,
shit.
I think that's totally normal to feel that confidence and the mojo back for those reasons.
Yes.
And I think that's the way I see it, because that doesn't affect me, only in a positive way, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I could see Khan seeing it as obnoxious because in your bio, it says an 8-minute and 8:15 mile defended our freedom. With an American flag.
I'm proud of that one. I'm proud of that one. So I think it's a nice little subtle. The people who get it. It's a nice dig. It's an appropriate dig.
Yeah, so I could see if you're on Connor's side of the table.
Oh my God, you made it your whole personality, Dave.
Connor, please. How often do you change your bio on Twitter?
Of an existence that a silly race against a 40-year-old man, you made your whole personality. Oh my God!
I had to remind the people of the shape of our own armed forces.
Give that to you, Dave.
I had to remind people the current state and the previous state when we were actually in ground invasion wartime. The state of our armed forces. So, like, one of those buyer beware situations, but. I'll ask again, Ed, how often do you change your Twitter profile or any profile bio thing?
Essentially never.
Exactly.
Never.
I forget it's there.
Yeah, but you ran right there to make it that.
Oh, yeah, I did. I thought it was a appropriate and subtle dig.
Okay. Okay.
Wow, I never even saw that before right now. Oh, my God. That makes me feel so good that I could do that for you. It makes me so good. Feel so good.
All right. 15 minutes in, I think we are ready for the list.
Let's go. Here we go. Number one, it all starts with Turkey. It all goes back to Turkey. David, please walk me through what was going through and knocking around in that head of yours when you packed wine bottles in a duffel bag to go on a transcontinental flight thinking that was okay. I need to hear the thought process here.
I didn't have bubble wrap. I wrapped it in my clothes as best I could. I was hoping for the best, kind of expecting the worst. I salvaged, I think, one of the 3 bottles, and it was my favorite one. I could have gone out of my way to actually wrap it correctly. I thought I'd get away with just doing this, just wrapping it in hoodies and stuff. Didn't work, and it ruined a couple shirts of mine. Yeah.
I mean, because it may have worked if it was a hard shelled suitcase, but duffel bag, that was never going to work. The fact that you survived
in a duffel bag I got to remember. I don't remember completely. Can you pull up the video?
The only way this would have worked would have been if the bag was so full.
That's what I was gunning for from I don't think I had it in the duffel bag. I think I had it on one of the Wheeler.
I think I'm able to find the video. Let me
okay, but then continuing on with that, you get through customs or wherever you were, and you're just handing shards of glass to another human. Why wouldn't you just throw them? You couldn't just throw them out yourself?
I did throw a lot of it out myself. The people that saw the shards of glass, they offered to help, and I'm like, okay, if you're offering, sure,
well, that would have been a moment when you said, no, I got it. I'm not going to hand you shards of sharp glass.
While this is on wheels, it appears to be a soft duffel bag.
That's what it was. I bought a shitty fucking wheel duffel bag from like the bazaar for 200 lira or something, which is like $4.
Okay. So,
and I think you just had a little bit of a recency bias because not many people go to Turkey for the wine, and nor do people think Istanbul is one of like the top 10 places to visit in the world. Yeah,
I mean it's okay.
I'm not saying it's not nice or whatever. I've never been there, but I don't think it's on the list.
Okay. All right. Well, agree, disagree.
That's your opinion. That's fine. I just thought that was a weird thing.
I think it's the second or third most traveled to city in the world for tourism. Ed, can you confirm that?
I see.
I believe it's the 8th busiest airport in the world outside of Atlanta, Denver, and O'Hare.
Busy airport doesn't make a place great to visit.
I know
Atlanta is the busiest airport in this country.
I just said that.
Yeah.
The top most visited cities in 2025, according to Euromonitor, were Bangkok, Hong Kong, London, Macau, Istanbul was 5.
Istanbul's 5. So you were incorrect. Istanbul is a world-class city. It is.
Okay.
I've been all over Europe at this point. I just did Dublin, home of your fucking people. And Istanbul blew it out of the water as much as I love Dublin.
Okay. Moving on, during that trip to Turkey, you decided to call our colleague, Pat, you just decided to call him out being gay in a derogatory manner during your speech at dinner?
Pat's a friend of mine. He laughed. It was okay. Yeah.
Oh, so it was a joke?
Yeah, I called Mook, I think, some sort of mutant, because that's what redheads are. They're mutants. It's a genetic mutation. And, yeah, I made fun of Pat for his sexual proclivities. Just like people make fun of me for being short, fat, overweight, balding, whatever.
Not balding anymore, though.
Yeah, not balding.
Good for you. Yeah. Oh, is it not taken anymore?
No, it takes, but you don't stop losing the old hair. So I extended my lease for 5 years, unless I start taking all the big pharma pills and shit, which you know how I feel about that, Connor. My body is a temple.
It's almost as you should have just shaved your head because you look great.
Yeah,
with the shaved
I could
head.
do that. That, you know what? That is very on the table. I might even do that my next haircut. I've been toying with the idea for a minute now.
You do owe us the Dustin Poirier.
I know, but I like having hair.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Okay. And Ed, if at any point, if you want to chime in, please feel free. But moving on.
So we're 2. That's 2, right? We're 2.
That was 3.
Yeah, that's 2. Here comes number 3.
Okay.
Here comes number 3. And I'm probably not going to do all 25 because I went back and reviewed these, and not all of them are as egregious as I thought they were in the moment. But we're going to continue because there's still a lot.
Okay.
To go along with my comment about him gaining confidence, the amount of mirror selfies that you posted is ridiculous.
I
for
think
anybody.
I took one mirror selfie, and it was because I was wearing an outrageous Gucci tracksuit that I just bought from the Grand Bazaar, and that's what you do when you're wearing Gucci tracksuits. No, I don't typically do that. I was fishing for fucking bait like this. I was fishing with bait. That was the bait I was fishing with for comments like this.
I think you were feeling yourself. I think you were feeling yourself. Just own it.
No, it's not that I was feeling myself. I knew that people would say I was feeling myself. I don't feel myself not in that manner.
You're right, Dave.
Not in a fashion manner.
Thinking us all into a corner on a daily basis. That's it. Okay. All right. Moving on. I'm going to skip my next one.
No, well, just you can just throw it out there just to see.
Back when Dan was doing those Chinese workout, looked like you led it one day and it looked like you were making fun of it and it was like below you and you're just this workout specimen and this workout was below you.
I love that workout and I implemented it into my daily routine and still do it.
Okay.
So no,
all right.
I don't think
Fair
it's
enough.
beneath me. Not daily, also a couple times a week. Good warm up. Great warm up.
During one of the brain clashes with Stephen Che, which I absolutely love listening to you two and hearing how your brains work. I love those. You were arguing about the driving age and it was given age and you made an entire argument, but you never said an actual age. The whole idea of the argument was to give an age and you just didn't give an age. I thought that was an interesting strategy.
Okay. That's a grievance you have with me?
No, not only these are like grievances, they were all things that I would have commented on that could have been viewed as having a negative view of what you did or said.
Mm-hmm. Respectable.
Yeah.
Next one. This one can only be explained because you don't have children and also you're living in 1955 in a lot of ways in your head. I don't even remember what part of content this was, but you said when talking about really bad poops for children, you said you didn't have to worry about that because your wife is going to be cleaning that up. I thought that was incredibly
sexist,
inappropriate, sexist to just assume that the wife does all the diapers.
Were you using the word you as in me or you as in like you all right there? Were you speaking about me?
No, you were the one who said that. You said your wife will be cleaning up that when talking about bad poops.
Okay. Yeah. That's just good old-fashioned sexist humor right there. I love sexist humor, racist humor, homophobic humor.
Jeez.
Like, yeah. So long as it doesn't cross the line, it can be funny.
Okay.
Funny's funny. Is funny not funny?
Funny is funny, but I don't know that any of us have that level of humor where we can get away with just being funny. But if you think that, more power to you if you want to toe that line.
Okay.
Something you said, and I just have a hard agree. This is just a full-on agreement. You said, I'm subpar in most things. I agree with that. I think you're subpar in most things. Okay. So good job.
What? Yeah. What?
Sounds like that was he just wanted. He would have. He would have. He thinks he weighed. He wants to weigh in on.
All right. I
would have weighed in and said, I really agree on this comment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Moving on. There was a tweet. I have no idea why I saved that one. Next tweet. Oh, you've become like the unofficial mascot recruiting arm of the Barstool. You were responding to Kyle Long about his hair, and you asked him if you wanted to get in for Barstool season 3. It was just like, wow, you're making this your entire personality.
No, really, it's a content vertical that makes us a lot of money. And
that's true.
That's true. Next season, we want to do a Barstool all-star cast, and he would fit perfectly.
Perfect. All right.
That is
that one I rescind.
Okay,
Dave, that one I rescind.
Okay.
Shout out to Kyle. Kyle's a great guy. Something that you said that just blew me away, and I was really, really shocked at this. You said you've never been in a bar fight, and I was completely blown away by that fact.
I've never swung inside a bar. I got into a fight like 6 years ago outside a bar.
Is that when you got jumped?
That was actual. We were fucking fighting, and there was a lot of people involved. No, I've never been in a bar fight though. I've pulled people off people and shit like that, but like I was always the like hold me back. Not hold me back. The hold her back, I guess.
Got it.
That
that's a good
I'll say
thing.
this. I'm not going to get into details, but there was an event that happened in college that I was a spectacle of, where someone passed away, and that was not a good situation. And then another friend of mine, within like a month of each other, his college teammate beat some guy's brain into like hamburger on the ground and is in prison still, I'm pretty sure, for it. So no, fighting is not good. It's an absolute
I agree with
last
you.
resort.
It's certainly one of those things that every year you get older, you realize how stupid it is to get into bar fights.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But again, I just feel like that's one of those things that... I think
I've been in probably 3 to 5. I've one big one in college, the one a few years ago, and then a few when I was like 12 in the neighborhood. But
all right.
It's like normal shit.
So sounds like not much vitriol there. You were just surprised by the fact.
That was just surprise. No vitriol. Okay. Just surprised. Okay. I would have think.
Have you been
given
in one?
His... Yes. Like
people are going to the hospital been in one, or just like...
No. Certainly not. I've never put anyone in a hospital. I won't claim that, but there have been some dust-ups in bars before in my life.
Before you make your next one, Cons, I would like to let the people know that this episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, what do women want and need? Stability, reliability, be her rock with Blue Chew. That's right. With Blue Chew, you're not just having sex anymore. You're putting on a show. Your wiener is no longer just an organ. It's a star athlete. You're like a slugger in the 90s, juiced up and ready to knock it out of the park, break a record. It's time to make your bedroom noisy again. Blue Chew Gold is better sex than a tablet. They combine 4 ingredients into one powerful solution. 2 ingredients get you hard physically, and 2 support arousal and desire in the brain. It works fast and lasts. Guys, have a complete experience in the bedroom with Blue Chew Gold. There's a reason Blue Chew is the #1 brand for better sex. Experience it yourself at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Right now, when you buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, you get the 3rd free with promo code DOGWALK. That's promo code DOGWALK. You will also receive an additional 10% off, plus free overnight shipping on your first order. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. We thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the pod and the bedroom. All right, Cons, you're back on the floor.
Yes, there was a graphic snafu for one of the dog walk drafts, and you just, or maybe it was for something else. I don't recall. Again, this was months ago now, but you just blamed someone else. Took zero accountability. You're just a blame guy. Zero accountability that it could have been your fault. Blame someone else.
Lance, you can take...
That might have been my fault.
Oh, I can't hear Lance. What did he say?
He said that might have been my fault.
If I recall, it was...
We'll
I think we could blame a multitude of people.
My only requirement of myself when doing those graphics is do not get us sued for 1 cent. I don't care what the picture is, so long as it's a picture of whatever it's supposed to correspond with. That is my only requirement of myself. So sometimes I can't find any. I'm just like, I can't find these.
That's smart, and that should be the number
smart.
1 thing. But you should also try to do make a good effort on it.
I do make a good. It takes me hours to do those. It takes a long time.
Yeah, no, I was just saying it's never mind. Continue, Cons.
Depending on what it is.
Dave, can I get a reminder? How old were you back in March?
37.
Okay, 37-year-old man. And you tweeted on St. Patrick's Day a T-shirt that you were wearing that said,
fuck Italians.
F-U-C-K, yes, with a shamrock.
Yeah.
I think it's just crass to wear profanity on a T-shirt in general at any age.
I would agree.
But at 37, that's a little immature.
And Connor, I gotta admit something. I've never actually worn that out for those reasons, but I'll tweet the picture to piss off dirty Italian Americans. And I've said this. I have since rescinded my hatred for Italians. It's solely Italian Americans. So I wish I could have Americans in parentheses under the Italians under there, but I can't. And also, that was gifted to me by Jack Kennedy. So I tweet it out on his behalf every year as a little ode to the gift he gave me years ago.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. That's a lot of an explanation for a picture, but I understand. Okay.
Yeah, it's just fishing for retweets and engagement. That's all it is.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You were a jerk to me. You tweeted about your purchase of your condo, and I tweeted words of encouragement and congratulatory remarks, and you were a jerk to me. I said I would light a candle for you. I was nice, and you were just not nice to me.
How did I respond?
I don't recall.
This
but it
was
wasn't
over
nice.
Lent?
Yeah.
I put an offer on a place that went 80 grand over my offer, and that might have been what it was. That's all that I can think of.
I think I was saying like good luck because I know what it's like to go through that process.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you just responded really negatively to me.
Probably because I thought it was just a cocksucker smug tweet of yours that
No.
you didn't actually.
I was being a genuine friend because
Okay.
guess what? The home buying process is difficult. I know it.
Yeah, you should now market fucking blows.
All right, next. In the dog walk draft for green things, you drafted a baseball field, which I would say, like, that's not green. I drive over, I fly over baseball fields. Like, obviously, yes, the grass is green, but there's so much dirt that I think you wouldn't consider that green. I just didn't agree with that as a good pick.
Okay.
And you got similarly contradicted on the draft by the other panel members for that pick as well.
I really got a lot of shit for that pick. Do you remember?
I truly can't recall, but like I mean, if we did, I understand now, and I
sure.
So that makes me think I would understand then.
I guess, but
there's clearly a lot of brown dirt.
Yeah, there is, but like I love baseball,
football field or
football. Yeah,
sure.
But like those are all very cookie cutter and carbon copies of each other. They're all the exact same thing, Baseball fields, they have the different dimensions. It's just there's something about the green on a baseball field that's different than other sports, I think.
I mean, I think the outfield's beautiful.
Yeah, it's different in the sense that it has brown too.
Maybe we should,
green.
Yeah, maybe we should have just made you draft the outfield.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, the outfield. That would have worked.
I'm sorry that caused you to.
You do not get the warning track.
Yeah, I'm sorry that really hurt you emotionally.
No, again, it didn't hurt me. These are things I would have commented on in the moment.
Okay.
Next one, we have another agreement.
Oh.
Pickles over cucumbers on a sandwich. I think that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
You said you want pickles over cucumbers, and I completely agree.
I don't mind a cucumber. I prefer pickles any time of the week, any time of the day, though.
Okay.
Yes.
Over cucumbers.
It was actually on St. Patrick's Day, so maybe I don't know why you were upset about the Irish on this day, but you took just a shot at me. I was making no mention of you, but you came over the top to take a shot at me. I tweeted some about the St. Patrick's video with the leprechaun in Mobile, Alabama, and I said, back when the internet was pure, and you responded, I'd say it started going downhill sometime around August 2009, which is, if you look at my profile, when I joined Twitter. So that was obviously a direct shot at me.
Again, I think that's just good old fucking boys being boys, having fun.
Yeah.
Some internet bullshit.
Yeah.
Got to agree.
I would have responded had it not been Lent.
Yeah.
So, but just wanted to call out that I noticed that.
Fair all around.
All right, next one. On another dog walk. As you can see, I'm a fan of the dog walk, and I've said as much to you before, Ed. I love going on the dog walk. So it's great, good fun listening to you guys chop it up, even when I'm not on. You said you watch war footage on Reddit. Can you talk about that a little bit more? Because I just found that to be odd to watch gruesome actual war footage.
Yeah, I've seen videos I wish I hadn't seen, but with the current state of the world, I think it's important to know what's going on around you, and especially when you're getting information directly from the government, you got to vet that on your own. So in February 22nd, the initial invasion of Ukraine, and going forward into October 2024, I wanted to see what was actually happening. So yeah, I'll come across very fucking gruesome footage of shit, but I don't like do it for my own entertainment. It's unfortunate shit. And I want to know what's actually happening in the world.
Yeah. So now imagine if you were actually living that. So like all those times you said you were going to join the army, if you had to actually go do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next, you wished me a happy anniversary, but I think that was probably just because you like my wife.
I do like your wife. You have a good wife. She invited me to your wedding, and I wish our rivalry would have been at its precipice when she did invite me to your wedding, because I would have absolutely gone to it just to spite you.
No, I would have loved if you had come.
Yeah,
it was a great time.
Fun.
Yeah. Going back to the landmarks draft.
I gotta apologize to something. And Connor, this is kind of a tangent, kind of not.
Okay.
And have developed this shtick as being the wedding etiquette guy. I went to Sydney Wells' wedding. Ed was there a couple weeks, a month, whatever.
Yes, I saw it. It looked very, very nice.
It was
Congrats
incredible. That was the last day of the 4 days that I'd been out there. I was sitting on the fucking dock drinking beer all day long before that. That day, I slept the entire day. I was a little sunburnt. I was just dog-ass tired for no reason. I was a dud at that wedding, and I'd like to apologize. Just to nobody in particular. Maybe you, maybe Sydney, maybe Ed and them. I was kind of a dud.
Yeah. Spurlock.
Oh, that's tough to say that you didn't give your best.
And it was legit the nicest wedding I've ever been to and probably will ever go to.
Oh, well, sorry to Sydney, but congrats to her on her nuptials.
Mm-hmm.
All right, going back to the landmarks draft, you just said such a boneheaded comment. You said the Barstool New York City office is in Times Square when it's not anywhere near.
It's not near Times Square. It's a
15-minute
walk south.
Times Square.
It's 15-minute walk south of Times Square on the exact same street.
Bro, I'm not like divulging state secrets here. The New York City Barstool office is on 7th Avenue.
Yeah.
Between 28th and 29th.
Yes.
Times Square is in the 40th. Bro, we're like 10 plus blocks away. That's not.
Do you know how many miles a city block is?
Bro,
it
doesn't matter. New York is its own entity. The neighborhoods
I understand.
Are very distinct.
That Times Square is not, or the Barstool office is not in Times Square, okay? I said that incorrectly. It's close enough where you get the runoff of all the creatures from Times Square. Like I was saying,
I don't even think you get the runoff.
In that draft, I was saying the last time I was at the Barstool, New York, this is years ago now, it was broad daylight. I was going across the street to get chicken tenders for lunch from that one chicken tender place, and I saw a dude, and he was dressed in all purple. He had purple hair. I think he might have been on stilts. I remember him being super, super tall or something, and he was making himself puke, and the puke was bright purple. And he was doing this as like his thing on the sidewalk. I'm like, I never want to come to this place again. That is the kind of
has nothing to do with Times Square.
I understand, but that is the kind of shit you get in Times Square too. Like, it's a bunch of fucking animals out there. Is it not? It's hell on earth, that place.
Oh yeah, I mean, anybody will tell you they try to avoid Times Square like the plague, if they can.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not wrong there, but that was just a completely ridiculous statement.
Like, okay. I'm sure that you would. I'll use an analogy on this one. You could say like, "Oh, that happened in Wrigleyville," and I'd be like, "Oh, that wasn't Wrigleyville. That was Lincoln Park." Okay, like that's the difference we're talking about. Like, yeah, I don't have the neighborhoods memorized in New York City like I do Chicago. It was close enough to Times Square because I've walked from the Barstool office to Times Square to do the UFC interview that I proved I did, and it's walking distance. It's pretty close. It's like a mile. What does it take to walk a mile? 18 minutes?
Give or take, sure. That was just ridiculous. Staying with the landmark draft. You said that Lake Como in Italy sucks.
It was insanely overcrowded. It was one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to, but the amount of people, how expensive it was, the traffic. But
when did you go?
I went in May of 2025, I believe.
Okay.
I don't think I said it sucked. If I did, I was embellishing for content's sake, if you want to call it that. But when I go back to Italy, I will not go to Lake Como again. I would go to Switzerland.
I think you just wanted a poor time.
Probably. I bet it's beautiful in the winter with the snow-capped mountains around it and all that. But it was very tourist heavy, and I like to get out in the unventured path when I go on vacations, Connor. That was those were my qualms with it.
Got it. Moving on. They raised the Army enlistment age, to which you qualified for, and I didn't hear anything about you joining the Army. So all that talk about I would have joined. You had your opportunity and you didn't take it. Care to comment?
I don't, because I have a real answer for this, and I would prefer not to get into it on public forum.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
You said you don't know how to do your own laundry.
I do know how to do my own laundry. You shove as much laundry as you can into the washer. You click the button, put the soap in it. And then you do the same thing for the dryer.
Okay, we'll leave that alone.
Thank you.
Dave, why? Next one.
What number are we on, by the way?
We're getting to the end. Why do humans sleep?
I had a psychology class in high school where I remember it was something like when humans were first evolving into existence, they were obviously not the apex predator. So they would, he said something, this was a theory, I don't think there was ever anything proven or anything, but they would go into a completely motionless, unconscious state as a way to avoid predators.
Okay, but are you saying that humans essentially hibernate?
I think it was more of a daily thing. A daily thing.
Okay. Maybe I think what you were saying.
I don't know. Connor, if you're saying I said something wrong, I probably did. I do recall hearing that was a theory. Okay. I don't know why humans the reason for sleep. I know it's not to get energy because you get energy by taking food in and absorbing calories and fats and all that stuff. Food is your fuel.
Yes, but also you can repair your body's cells and muscles with sleep. So
yeah.
Okay. Last two, and actually one of them was today, so we can not really count it, but I'm going to say it anyway. But the last two, you had a pizza take, and I don't want to say the name of the location you were tweeting about because it looks like it's good pizza. But you tweeted about thin crust pizza, and it just looks. Now I'm going off the picture, and I could send it to you guys so you can
text it to
know
us.
What I'm talking about. But it just doesn't look like thin crust pizza at all. It looks like really full, hearty, like.
I would assume it's Nancy's.
Yes, it was.
Okay, it
looks delicious. It doesn't look like thin crust.
Would you like to take it?
Let me get a look.
It's Nancy's Pizza. You've had it a million times.
Yeah, but I don't know what variation you ordered.
It's the same one I've always ordered.
Well, maybe you mix it up.
But it looks like there's just like a ton of toppings and it looks pretty thick.
Now, to be fair to Cons, this does look pretty thick on this day, but I can assure you, based on the variation that it's cut, that is not.
Yeah,
that is not thick crust. That is thin crust pizza. But though it is not the thinnest crust pizza you can probably get.
No, you can get much thinner. That I think, and I will give them the shout out because they're mom and pop. But Nancy's in the immediate area is my favorite thin crust in Chicago.
Yeah, it looks like good pizza. This is not a shot at Nancy's. I just thought the way you were classifying it was odd.
No, it's thin crust.
I like that. That's a funny one.
We call it thin crust, but it is thicker than typical New York pizza, I would say.
Yeah, there is thin crust that is thicker, and then there's like those places. If you want even thinner, you're supposed to say extra thin. Yes.
Yeah.
So that would be a variation where, if you like it thinner, you say extra thin. Mm-hmm. All right, Cons.
Last one, and this was actually something you posted on your Instagram story today. You said, "I think soccer could be the biggest sport on earth," when it already is the biggest sport on earth.
I couldn't have corrected myself quicker. I said earth because that's the common phrase. Like, biggest sport in the world, biggest sport on earth, on the planet. That's what I was speaking quickly, and then I immediately corrected myself. So, whoops.
To correct yourself to what? I only saw
I said in the country. Did I not immediately correct myself?
All right. I'll go back and double check.
Yeah, well, as I was correcting myself. Pull it up. Just hold it to the mic.
No, because I have my.
Oh, yeah, I can do it.
Yeah, I got it.
We have the earbuds in. So
no, but I got the mic here.
Okay.
Oh, but it's gonna play through.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I think soccer, with just a few minor rule changes, could be the biggest sport on earth. Like,
that's all I heard.
Okay, you cut it off.
I let it play.
You're lying. You're literally lying again as we speak.
Dude, that's where the clip cut off.
Rule changes could be the biggest sport on earth. Like, in the country. It is the biggest sport on earth, but in the country.
What are the rule changes? Let them hit.
Right.
Dave, that's not the clip on your Instagram story. Yep.
That is. I just played it from my Instagram. That was literally Instagram.
All right, fine. All right.
So that's 24 moments that he held back on you. We didn't quite get that 25th, but I assume you blazed by it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And honestly, this really started with the wine in the duffel bag, because that just threw me for a loop. That you thought at any point that was going to be okay.
I knew I was making a gamble there. I was hoping to pay off. It would pay off because it was obviously you're not going
why
out.
Why didn't it occur to you to ship it?
Because a couple $100.
Yeah, but I guess if you're going somewhere and you like the wine that much, shouldn't you like it enough to ship it properly?
It was like $30 bottle of wine. So
then why even bother? Because it's not like Istanbul is known as a major wine region in the world.
Hey, Connor, I liked the wine that
you
I
like
bought.
it. Okay, I got it. All right. I guess we all learned lessons differently.
I don't know a single thing about wine other than I like it.
Did you notice that he was not commenting in Lent or?
I saw the original tweet, so I knew what his shtick was. Okay. But like I said, I saw it. I'm like,
okay.
Connor, you know how much I think about you?
Probably more than you should.
0. That's not 0.
That's not true.
Not
Look
unless
at your Twitter profile.
Not unless
I'm all you think about, Dave. I'm all you think about.
Not unless I, by no choice of my own, come across a tweet of yours, and I could mute you, but I do have to keep tabs on you as well.
Fair.
So I haven't, and I am very liberal with the mute button too. I'll fucking mute you if you say the first thing I'm like, up, muted. But no, I think about you. The fact that it crossed your mind, like I have to keep a running tally of things that irked me about Dave over this month and a half Lent is banana land. It's banana land.
Dave, you have, and this has always been true, you fascinate me. The way your brain operates and sees the world fascinates me. And evident by the fact that I listed things as well that I agree with you. So there are some things that we in this world agree on. There was just something yesterday too. I forget what it was.
Yeah, I forget too. But yeah, anytime we agree, I make it a point to say, wow, look at us. We're in agreement.
But it's like for as closely and tightly as we agree on some things, that's how far apart we are on other things.
I think that's natural for everybody.
Fascinates me.
I think that's natural for everybody.
Fascinates me.
Like I don't get fascinated by people that are just talking about weddings and like etiquette and like airline etiquette, and so I see shit you say and I just like brush it aside. Like I would never think.
You're right, Dave, because my whole existence, sun up to sundown, every day is weddings and airline etiquette.
Or different forms of etiquette, fashion etiquette, like that. I don't want to put a percentage on it by any means, but a lot of what you say is stuff like that. Am I incorrect there? At least some.
I mean, yeah, he talks like that, but like, you talk about that stuff too. I don't know. I don't think it's I don't know.
No, we all do. We all have our
I
little
think like listen,
picadillos.
like if you had to say like everybody has one thing that they're known by, I don't think etiquette would be my thing. If anything, it's probably like the thing I talk about the most is probably like Army football.
That too, yeah.
But I wouldn't say etiquette is like what people think of when they think of me. That's further down the line.
Yeah, it's down the line for sure. Army football's up there. Military, anything would be up there for sure. But
yeah.
Okay. Do you have any comments for him about anything?
No, like I said, I think about him 0. So
that's not true. Stop saying that. You're lying.
I think about him as little as I can. If it's my own free time and I'm like off the phone, off the grid.
But Dave, that's human nature. I don't think about you either until you come across my desk. Like if we worked in the same office, obviously it would be different. But I think you think about me the most normal amount a human can think about another human. I'm not saying you obsess over me, although I might reconsider given what I've seen about your Twitter profile and that comment. So that clearly was a monumental day in your life.
Like we've established. No, it wasn't a monumental day in my life. I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I even to the exact second of when I finished the race. And we'll go back to the race actually. When because we originally had it scheduled, and I incorrectly assumed that you were trying to just get out of it. And when we actually did the race, it was like 5-6 months later, and you said you got bullied into losing weight by high school buddies or something. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's running. I knew that no matter what, if you beat me in that race, then the story wouldn't be Connor beat Dave. It'd be, oh, Connor and Dave just ran about a 6:08 mile. At that point, if you beat me, you fucking beat me. Like that obviously I still prove you wrong because you said I was out of shape. No adult that's almost 38 years old is running a 6:08 mile or whatever I would have ended up, adrenaline dumping under 32. That and like it's I haven't really thought about that race at all since. It was the fact that you ran.
That's not true. That's not true.
I was 3/4 of a lap ahead of you, and it was so laughable that you were so confident. Even if you were in the pristine running mode, not that without training or anything. I'm not talking about that. Like you had a good night's sleep, got your a nice light meal in the morning and all that. You wouldn't have come fucking close to beating me in that race. And listen, I had to remind people, I'm not done yet. I'm not done. I had to remind people that it was an 8:15 mile that defended our freedom.
All right, number one, I've run marathons where I've done about an 8-minute mile, and that's sub 4 hours, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good.
So that's not the dig you think it is. An 8:15 mile is not horrible. It's not great if you're just running a mile.
You're saying an 8:15 mile paced over 26 miles? That is much different than running 1 mile. 8:15 over 26 miles is insanely fucking good.
1,000%. And also, number two, to react to what you were saying, I can't say anything. My performance spoke for itself. I can't say if I did this, that, and the other, it would have been different. Because it didn't.
No, what you can say is you understand why I made that my profile, whatever, bio on the car ride home. When we were told not to talk to each other, you can see why I also did that.
Yes, because I think for you in your life, beating me in an athletic competition is the pinnacle of your athletic career.
Nope. Not whatsoever.
I think it's undeniable. You made it your whole Twitter personality.
Okay.
We will.
And I'm happy to have given that to you.
Would you beat Mince in a mile right now?
Yes.
Eddie?
Mince is pretty good. Like I don't know the numbers, and I don't remember what you topped out on, but we could find.
I know what Mince
listen,
mile in.
I will tell you. All right, give me this, Dave. Give me this, Dave. All right, give me this. I'm just going to ask you a very simple question: yes or no? Do you think that race? And I'm not saying the outcome is different. I'm saying, does the competition, what am I trying to say here? Does the way it plays out look different if I'm not up till 2:30 in the morning the night before drinking? If I go to bed the night before at 10 o'clock and there's no alcohol in my system, zapping my muscles of hydration, do you think that race is different?
No. I will bet.
You think you still beat me by that much?
You said the outcome of the race, meaning win or loss.
No, I'm saying take the outcome out of it.
Okay.
I'm saying let's say you still won.
Assuming that what you're saying is true and that you were out all night drinking, which I do not believe, and I don't think either. And
there's other people.
And hold on. I do not think that they could say they otherwise, but I do not think that the two other people in the room right now believe that you were out all night drinking either. Okay, you may have had a couple drinks. I do not believe you were all fucked up the night before, like you're trying to make it seem like. Right now, you may have shaved a handful of seconds off of it, but I would have beat you by.
Oh my god!
You think it would have been close?
Yes, I know it would have been.
Can you
a week before I ran a 7-minute mile, so I thought I was okay. I thought I could just muscle it out of me.
What were you about to say?
Can you set up a race between him and Mince, please?
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say a rematch.
No, I'm not. I'm
He
not
said,
doing
"Hey,
a
you won't
rematch
rematch
because
me
it's
until I beat
fucking
Mintz," but
pointless.
okay.
It's fucking pointless.
Is that something you'd entertain, Connor? Do you want to race?
I'll entertain it. I'll entertain it.
It should be an easy yes. Why are you getting all fidgety in your seat? You nervous? I think he's nervous.
Do you need time, Connor?
Can we get you out here? Obviously, you got family obligations, maybe vacations.
Yes.
Within the next
I do.
2 weeks.
Honestly, Cons, Cons should be at Camp Barstool. I'll just say that.
I would love
That would be a perfect
seeing what Camp Barstool is. I mean, I would love that.
I agree, I would absolutely fucking hate his guts.
I know, but I think Cons would be
yeah.
Dave, do you think if I was at Camp Barstool, you would take a swing at me?
No.
Or tackle me?
No.
Oh, okay.
You would have to commit like an absurdly fucked up act for me to do that.
Well, here's the thing. No, I will say this about when I compete in anything, I'm never dirty. Okay, so I may play things hard.
There's
and
a difference. I know that line.
Yeah. But I don't do things dirty, and I certainly don't do things dirty to incite my opponents to try to do something to get them tossed. So I don't know. I just think I might annoy you to the point that you would swing on me. Okay.
Not at a work event, especially.
Well, let's discuss this soon. Let's see what maybe a Mintz versus Cons looks like. Let's maybe try to ask Dan if there's an opening for Camp Barstool.
I'll even say this, Connor. We can do this because I'm gracious. Now, this isn't legally binding yet, and I reserve the right to change my mind.
I cannot wait to hear whatever this is.
If you live stream yourself running, go to high school track this afternoon, a sub 7:30 mile, I will consider a rematch against you. And I want to say that with the caveat that I have not stopped running. I haven't ran a sprint mile since then, but like if should we ever do this again, we cannot waste the audience's time like you did the last time, because that was pathetic. It was embarrassing. It was beneath you. It was beneath the entire armed services. It was beneath the United States of America.
Thoughts on that, Cons?
It has, and
I agree. That was such a poor performance by me.
I give you 3 days. After what time is it? Is it noon? At noon on Saturday. That's when you have to complete this mile. That is plenty of time, even for a busy-ass dad who's got a full-time job, wife, and kids at home. You can go to a high school track. I know you live close to one because we were about to set it up.
I do.
Yeah. Sub 7:30, and I will consider it.
I think you got to give it to him if he's sub 7:30.
I was sub.
No, I know. I'm saying like
I'll think about it. But if it's like,
Ed, finish your thought.
No, I know where Ed's head's. I know exactly where Ed's head's.
All I'm saying is we can't leave it to where like I'll think about it. I think if he does sub,
but if I'm watching him and he has to like sprint to barely break, it's a waste of fucking time. If he coasts to 7:30 and it's like, all right, easy peasy, fine, I'll consider it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But
we can't.
As is tradition in all combat sports, like a mile race runoff is, I reserve the right as the champion to say fuck him. I want another challenger first. I already beat his ass. Is that fair?
Yeah. No, I understand that. I just think.
I can play the John Jones role right now.
For sure. If we live in the gray area of like, I'll consider, then it's like, well, where do we really get?
Well, because he's a sneaky little weasel. So if I give him like a fucking month, maybe he gets on the treadmill.
I think that's good for this challenge because I think
I'm giving him 3 days because I'm not giving him the chance to even think about hitting the treadmill. I want 3 days.
Okay. 3 days. But
Saturday at
now, if he beats Mintz in a qualifier, will you rematch him?
It depends on what the time is. If he has to fucking gut out a 7:48 mile to beat Mintz, no, I'm not. It's a waste of everybody's time.
Okay. All right. We'll figure some stuff out.
Beat Mintz and that's an auto yes. Beat Mintz and that's an auto yes.
Do you know like what kind of mile time does Mintz have? You think what kind of pace is he running at?
Yeah, about an 8.
What is it?
About an 8.
On treadmill though, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And I will. Last thing, I will be taking Mints under my wing.
Oh, okay, Duke.
Yeah.
You gonna take him to Siberia too?
I might get an oxyoke, put it on his shoulders.
This is Rat Race partner.
I knew we were gonna win that first one.
Cons, you thoughts before we close this out here?
I have some things to ruminate on.
Okay.
For sure.
As do I.
He has till when?
One thing that Saturday at noon.
Sunday, because this comes out on tomorrow.
Okay. Fine. I'll give him till Sunday even.
All right.
One last note. I did see the land of Connor's forefathers.
Oh yeah.
They would be disgusted to know that their offspring has turned into you in the United States. They would be like heartbroken even. So that's all I gotta say.
Okay. All right. Connor, any response before?
God bless you, Dave. God bless you.
And God bless you. And God bless the United States of America.
Great way to end. That's the show. Thank you, Cons.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, White Sox Dave.
Thank you, Edward.
That's it. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Thanks for watching. We will update you on where this ends up, and we'll see you on Tuesday.